BT this morning. Deliver me some dried fish. I got some pancit. Pinakbit ni?
Oh, pinakbit.
Pinakbit.
And I got this.
Ano sa man ni?
Biko.
Biko. Yummy. Bingka. Budbud. Thank you, BT.
Salamat. Welcome.
The dried fish looks really good. And there's Pearl, Brianna's friend.
BFF. No, it's BFF.
Okay. What you got?
Good morning. Just got back from the farmer's market. I got a good stash back here. I'll show you. It's in bags and stuff back here. But there's a little more I need to get. I want to get some onions and maybe some more garlic.
You got the shumai?
Yeah, so I'll show you what I got. And it looked good. And I'll show you the good sandwiches too.
All right.
From the mystery man.
Okay.
Okay, the mystery vendor.
BT just delivered me food and dried fish.
Yeah, she did?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can throw that dried fish out the door into the trash.
Be nice to my dried fish.
Bryson, how are you, boy? How are you there, boy?
I'm fine.
Are you fine?
I'm sleepy right now.
Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling happier? Good. Bryson developed a little nighttime cough, and it's unfortunate. Maybe we'll talk about that in a video about our trip to the doctor's emergency room for Brianna. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Bria, help Daddy bring the grocery in.
Getting hot already. Oh, boy.
What you got?
I got the sandwiches. I got the, oh man, that's heavy. That's the coconut. It's 5 coconut waters and a white coconut meat. And then I got, oh yeah, got mangoes. Oh, and half a sandwich I already ate. All right, let's go. That was awkward. All right, you want to see what's in this one?
Yeah.
All right, this is your favorite thing. I don't know how to say it, but you do.
Shumai.
Oh, sure, mine.
These are
Kind of
shumai.
got squished together. It should be 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Those are good. Those are the spicy ones. And then on the bottom is another 12. Yeah, on the bottom. You like these, don't you?
Yeah.
Still hot.
Those are very
fresh.
yummy.
Nice and hot. We got 4 of these sandwiches. You like these sandwiches from the mystery vendor? These are really good. I forgot the name of these things. But they're nice little sandwiches.
Beef
They
inside.
make them fresh. They toast the bun, and they're hot. Just make it fresh right out there in front of you. I got 4 of those.
Oh, you got mango today, huh?
I got mangoes. Are scarce still. I got 2 kilos. 2 kilos. 2.
Somebody grabbing your shirt.
What do you want, Bryson? You want to see what's going on? Come around, boy. Look here. And this is a thing.
This is my favorite.
By the way, the mango prices right now are 120 pesos per kilo. The coconuts were 5 coconuts. So here's the coconut meat.
That's my favorite. Yummy.
5 coconut meat.
I can eat the whole day.
And here's 5 fresh coconut waters. And here, that's what we use these containers
Yummy.
for. 5.
Yeah.
We'll transfer that to the refrigerator. Have that as a nice little healthy drink. And 5 coconuts was 20 pesos each. That's 100 pesos, 2 USD dollars.
Very good.
Not bad for fresh. Okay.
All right.
And later I am going to go back pretty soon actually and pick up those onions and stuff I need.
I got lanchones over here, banana.
Bunch of orange, bananas.
Yeah. All right.
They also have good bitter gourd over there. Do you want some bitter gourd?
Oh, I can have it there.
How much?
2 big one.
They're kind of like bigger shaped.
Yeah.
They're not the long skinny ones.
Yeah. Get it.
You want a couple of bitter gourds?
Yeah, please.
All right, I'm gonna go back and get that, and then we're gonna come back and talk about Brianna's visit to the doctor.
Yes.
I always enjoy that Sunday run to the market, picking up supplies, some good food, some veggies, some this and that. Always fun to do. Enjoy it, and run into a lot of subscribers too. That's always fun to talk.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you guys over there this morning. You know who you are. So, yeah, we've been busy lately with the tuk-tuk. Haven't posted a video in a few days because I've been doing things with that. In fact, that kind of leads us to our story of what happened with Brianna and why. I've been taking the tuk-tuk back to the service department to get some things tweaked on it, I should say. And I was in the service department there, sitting in the customer service lounge, and having some coffee, and decided to phone home and do a FaceTime phone call just to see what they're up to at the house, because I had been sitting in there for about 3 hours and just about getting ready to wrap it up, hopefully to go home. So I phoned on the FaceTime, and what happened, tell the story what happened on your end over here at the house.
Well, I was busy cleaning on the time in our room over there in the master bedroom, and he FaceTimed me, and all of a sudden, she is in her iPad, and when he FaceTimed me, the iPad and my phone are ringing together because it's connected, syncing to each other, the number are the same. So when Brianna saw Daddy calling, she ran to me also right there in the room because she wants to see her daddy FaceTiming me. So all of a sudden, Brianna, she ran so quick. Brianna so active. She
Very
fell
active
down.
kid.
She fell down. She tripped in the floor, and this chin, she banged it really loud in the cement, in the tiles, and there's a big crack right here, crack bleeding. And when I see that, I had to hang up John. I said, Brianna, pull down, because I heard screaming, bloody murder. So I came out. Oh my God, I was screaming when I saw the blood all over there. I thought it was,
Yeah, Brianna cracked her chin, and it was about this long on her chin. And right here, come here, Bria. She's right here. Come over and show your little stitches on your chin.
Okay.
Okay, but show
Don't
your
climb
chin.
in there.
Yeah, hurry up, come on.
I call it butterfly tail.
Yeah, sit down.
right there.
Yeah, your butterfly stitches, see? I got butterfly stitches. That's what we ended up with from the emergency room. But it took her, what happened next? Go ahead and tell the story.
So I took her to the bathroom and I put some big band-aid in there, but I don't know what to do. I was like, my eyes is blurry. I can't even think what I'm gonna do, and I have to call back John, and I showed the crack in the FaceTime to him, and he said that, oh no, that's kind of big. So I said I'm gonna take him to the emergency room at the Suliman in Dumaguete. So I have to call my driver, tricycle driver, and he come over, and John said he's gonna meet me over there with a tuk-tuk.
Yeah, well, as soon as you asked me that, what to do, I told you to take the Band-Aid off and clean it up with hydrogen peroxide first,
Yeah.
with some cotton balls, and get a fresh Band-Aid on it, and then get her to the. Yeah, we're the last people to ever go to the emergency room. We never go. You guys know how I feel about the whole thing with the hospitals and the doctors and all that. Once you hop on out, you can go do something. You're going back. Okay, thanks for showing us your chin. Okay, but this was pretty deep. It went from like this on her chin. Kind of scary. So we all ended up meeting at the hospital, but before I got there, what happened while you were trying to admit her?
So when I arrived to the emergency room, I went inside directly with Brianna, and I said that I need some doctor to stitch my daughter's chin because it's a big crack. They said, so you have to go to the outpatient room. So I went there, and when I arrived, there's nobody there, only me, and there's one Spanish guy also got crack in the knee. And so they asked me what happened, so I told them everything, and they checked Brianna's blood pressure and Brianna's weight and the height. I don't know why they check the height for.
Oh, they just do routine stuff to say they gave you an exam so that they can give you a charge for it.
And after that, we're sitting there for like half hour. Nobody's coming over to look at Brianna's chin, what happened, or even just put betadine or something. Nothing. So I saw a guy passing by, so I said, Doc, we've been sitting here for a half hour, and my daughter has a big crack right here in the chin. Nobody's looking at it. Oh, she has a crack. I said, yeah. Can you please check on her if she needs some stitch or something? Because my husband said she needs some stitch because it's big. So he looked at it. He's a guy. So he opened it, he looked at it, and he automatic touched it. I don't know if he even washed his hand or something.
Was he wearing gloves?
No gloves.
Okay.
He automatic touch it, and he go, oh, look like she just need a butterfly stitch because it's not so big, and I thought that he's gonna do it because he said, oh, okay, we just need to do.
Yeah, he walked away and had somebody else come.
So he walked away,
did nothing.
And there's Chinese woman just arrived with bleeding feet from the corals in the ocean, and he touched that feet also. I saw that the doctor touched her feet in there.
Yeah.
Put some cottons, and
not washing his hands.
Yeah, half hour later, nobody's coming back, nothing. So he come back after that half hour later, and then he said that we're gonna do vaccination. So he really tried to talk to me the vaccination. I said, I'm sorry, but we don't really believe vaccination. Most especially my husband. He really believed that vaccination is not work. And he tried to sell me everything and argue with me. And I said, well, that's what we believe. If you want to argue, you have to wait my husband because he is the one know everything. He studied about it. So you can wait. And then he said, well, you have to sign the waiver then, no vaccination.
Good. Give me the waiver. They love their waivers. And so Brianna goes in for a serious condition with her chin. They do nothing, and it's not urgent to them at all.
It's not.
They recommend butterfly stitches. I really think it should have had actual stitch or two because it was very deep. It was really deep. You could open it wide open and see it deep inside. It's kind of scary,
Very scary.
Yeah, and they want to put butterfly stitches. Butterfly stitches take a lot longer to heal, and they break open, and they're high maintenance.
So we're waiting. It's like 1 hour, and then you arrive. Remember that you arrived?
Right, I arrived, and still.
And then still nothing, no looking at it, and the nurse came over and put betadine on it when you arrived. Remember that?
Didn't you say another doctor tried to talk you in? Also, there was a second doctor.
Yes, there's another male doctor, like Indian kind of doctor, and he come over and talk to me into vaccination, like tetanus and whatever he can say, talk about.
Yeah, he tried to get us to take a tetanus.
Tetanus.
Okay. And just for everyone, you guys watching, tetanus is very extremely rare. And it's not something you get off the floor of your clean house that you washed. You sanitize the house every day. It's something you get out in the villages or in the jungle or out in the open ranges in America from a rusty nail or barbed wire or something like that. In that case, Possibly, yes. But usually with rusty nails and the barbed wire stuff, it's a combination of pollutants in the dirt on that, and it's like from horse manure or cow manure. But traditionally, tetanus, which has basically been eradicated in the United States, and it's people didn't know the battles were fought on horseback, and that's where tetanus was really prevalent. So the soldiers would be wounded, and they'd be laying in the field or cut up by barbed wire and the horse manure everywhere. So that tetanus basically came from that kind of infection, but it's not likely that it happens off of anything in your yard or in your home if you're in a pretty clean environment. So it's so rare, it's less than 1% in the United States right now, just a fraction of 1%. And over here it's a tiny, tiny fraction. So selling the tetanus, that's another myth, that you don't need to have that unless it's something like I mentioned. So,
Yeah.
you know, and there's books written on this. You can study it, and there's all kinds of historical data that's pretty hard to argue with, that just proves that most vaccines don't work. So essentially, we're very skeptical of the whole vaccine industry because it's a for-profit industry, along with the big pharma that promotes all that, and they do it through the AMA and through the doctors, and they try to brainwash the doctors. The doctors don't even know what's in the vaccines, and they should before they stick that in your bloodstream. So we're very, very, very skeptical. Anyway, that's our right as parents. So let's go on, and what happened next?
And then the other doctor that I told you was like Indian guy. He come over and asking me, is she allergic with egg? It's she said, what is she allergic with something? I was thinking, what's up with the allergy? And she has struck over here. We need stitch, and why we go to the allergy?
They're wasting time. They just squander the more and more time they waste not doing anything. And she's sitting there in a very infectious environment, which is the waiting room inside there. We're going to tell you how disgusting and infectious that place is, and dirty and unsanitized. They're worried about vaccination. They should be cleaning up their offices. You don't have to worry about getting infected.
Yeah, we are there
Disgusting.
for 3 hours. Now Bryson is sick.
Yeah, and there was blood on the floor from other patients. They don't even clean the blood up. And it's very small there. And then later on, other people started coming in, coughing, and it's a very tiny waiting room.
Everybody are sick and coughing in and out. I feel bad for Bryson because he is really healthy when he come in and laughing all over, and all of a sudden when we come home the night when we arrive over here, he is coughing like crazy until now.
Bryson's never been sick. We've always protected him, kept him inside most of the time, and when we take him out, we're very careful, keep him away from big crowds of people. And this is one of the reasons I hate going to hospitals for any reason. They're so infectious. There's so many staph infections, and I'll just say, like I've said in a prior video a long time ago, that World Health Organization has statistics to show that the doctors, hospitals, and big pharma, and the mistakes they make, and the deaths, and the permanent damage that's been done. But from all of it collectively, they're the number 3 cause of death in America. That's the World Health Organization, and this is all statistic, and every year it turns out the same. So we're skeptical of everything, but the whole time, we're in the waiting room, and it's absolutely filthy in there.
Yeah, I am starting to get sick right now too. My throat is starting to get cough.
So let's wrap it up.
Also, he wants to do the stitching. Remember that butterfly? He wants to do it in the chair.
They want to do it. They want to do the butterfly stitches while we're sitting next to a coughing person, another sick person.
Allergy.
They don't want to even give you a room. There's 2 vacant rooms right on the other side with curtains, all cleaned and everything. I insisted. I said, "No, doctor, we're going to go in his room." Okay. But no, they would have just had me sitting there next to a sick person with all that infection floating around next to her open wound, and him not washing his hands, which is a big no-no, doc. And also, you should put on some fresh gloves. Get a lot of questions about the hospitals in the Philippines. Are they good? Are they safe? I'd say in the provinces, they're very dicey. They're not as sanitized at all.
Lack of cleanliness and lack of communication.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah.
So the provinces are worse. I'd say so. If you do have health issues that require a lot of hospital visits, you might want to stay in the bigger cities like Cebu. There's a couple of really good hospitals there.
We do like the Cebu doctors in Cebu.
Yeah, we like the hospital Cebu's doctors. That's right there in Cebu. And Chungwang Hospital is got Chungwang is a very good reputation. That's right there in Cebu.
Yes.
Easy to get to. If you want to, that'd be better to live in those areas where there are better hospitals. And of course, I think Manila's got some really good hospitals. I imagine.
Manila also.
But out here in the provinces, it's very iffy,
Yes.
very, very iffy. Now, there is a brand new hospital here in Dumaguete called ACES. It looks good on the outside. I've gone inside the lobby, looked around. I didn't go to the emergency room to see what that was like, just to see. And that would be one hopeful thing. But I think there's a culture here of uncleanliness. And remember, guys, Solomon is the hospital where your OBGYN was for Bryson. And because of their stubbornness and disregard for parents during the birthing process for baby Bryson, they told us they would not allow me to be in the room. And they also said it was illegal to home birth, so we couldn't stay here in home birth. And
we asked if they got private room for me, even if we pay extra, but they said no.
No, you could easily have the baby delivered in the hallway. Even in the hallway. So I guess in that case you wouldn't have to leave the room. Yeah. But we were so disgusted, we actually decided to, all of us, fly back to the United States, and we had baby Bryson born in our own home in a hotel room, which is fantastic.
Our private midwife.
Yeah, we rented 2 hotel rooms side by side, adjoining suites, with 4 beds, 2 refrigerators, 2 bathrooms, the whole thing in double. And the owners of the place were very good with it, and they were very happy and proud, and we're the only people that they've ever had deliver a baby in their hotel. Yeah, and it was very clean. It was far more sanitized than our experience with Solomon at either the emergency room or the outpatient room at the emergency.
And my OBGYN doctor is not friendly.
No,
don't even
not even friendly.
This is the truth. Like I try to communicate. If she don't tell me, if I don't ask questions, she don't talk. If I don't ask questions, I was thinking, oh my God, my midwife in America is really good. You know, she communicate really good, talk to me. And there's a Filipino over here, you know, supposed to be my kabayan talking, but won't talk.
Yeah, so we went and we had a really, really fantastic, spiritual, wonderful experience with Bryson's birth. Something we'll always cherish. And had we had Bryson born here, they would have hijacked that whole experience from us. And so we just said, no, no, no. So that's why we say living free is our natural state of being. Please be critical and think and question everything, all the garbage we've been taught our whole lives, and don't let hospitals bully you ever, ever. Stand up to them. If you got to yell and scream, do it. But don't let them bully you, and they're very dangerous places to be. So it brings me to this. If you got to go to the hospital, emergency room here, make sure you are wearing your mask, blue side out. Okay? Wear these. We wear them a lot. I even wear them driving the tuk-tuk when I'm going through the city areas where there's more pollution. Make sure you get some basic first aid. Anytime you can do your own first aid here in the Philippines, and avoid going to the hospital, which is most of the time, really, unless you something severe, like you have a crash or break an arm or something like that. Those kind of cases you might need to go to the hospital. But when you come to the Philippines, know how to do your own first aid. And what I did is the outpatient place only gave me a few of these butterfly stitches. They told me, you can find these no problem anywhere. All the pharmacies have them.
I heard it.
All the pharmacies have these.
I'm the witness.
Right, because you got to change them every day. And Brianna's cut was so bad that I had to put on 4 on each one, 4 of them each time I cleaned her. Okay, that's what they look like. They peel off. I'm going to give you a link to where you actually can pick these up if you're in Dumaguete, or bring your own from the States or whatever country you're coming from. Definitely bring these butterfly stitches. There's 2 kinds here. I have the small kind that's for a little tiny, like mini facial. But then, because Brianna's was so big, I got one of the small one extra, and I got the bigger ones that are for bigger cuts, normally for like your arm or somewhere else in your body. But they're really, really good to have. You can avoid ever having to go to the emergency room if you have your own first aid. Make sure you get plenty of cotton balls. Go ahead and buy, and you can bring a whole bag over. This is what they give you in the hospital.
Betadine.
And then you can use betadine or this hydrogen peroxide, which is you get a much bigger bottle in the States and bring it over. Here's the bottle they give you in the hospital. You pay for everything, of course. Everything they give you, you pay for. This is what they use. And even when you buy it, the bigger bottle is only that big. So it's best to bring your own. Make sure you have some antibiotic cream. Okay, this is the kind I get. I get all this at Walmart pretty much. And learn how to do first aid if you don't know the basics of it, because it really takes just the basics, but you do need to know some things. But we basically never go to the emergency room. This is rare because it looked pretty bad.
Oh, I was really screaming when I saw the blood, because I never see, and it's my daughter, I never see like that in my life.
Now, on a positive note, I'll say that my internal doctor there at Philippine on the second floor is pretty good. He's good at getting antibiotics and things for some of the basic things, fungal and bacterial infections that you get over here. And he's good at that. They're not good at record keeping like they are in the States, where it's computerized on a big database and you can only get a printout of your whole history. You're never going to get that here. Not good. And the imagery department here at Sullivan is not good, in my opinion. I've seen their work. But there are some good things about it. But if you go, even me going to see my doctor, I wear these masks because I really, really need them. And it saved me so many times from getting sick over there. It's just so many people crowded in there all the time.
Yeah, I feel...
And they're all sick and coughing with these infections.
I was going to wear a mask, but I feel bad of Bryson. He cannot wear a mask, so I was thinking, okay, Bryson, and me is not wearing masks.
We all brought our masks over, and but we couldn't get little Bryson to wear. We couldn't get his face is too little.
No, he will take it out, and he even take out my mask.
I wore mine the whole time. I didn't get sick, and Brianna so far.
I never get sick since we arrived from.
And we had Brianna wearing a mask on top of her little bandage we had while we were waiting. I finally got a mask for her. You guys forgot to bring yours for her.
Yeah, we do.
But I brought extras.
Now my question is: in America, did you guys, when you go to hospital, did you pay first before they do the...
No.
Because I heard them talking. They said, oh, you're gonna let them pay first before we start the butterfly stitching.
Yeah, they don't do anything that you could be dying, bleeding to death.
Yes.
They'll say, oh, go pay and wait in line and pay for the service first and then come out. They won't do anything. And once they got your money, they're never going to give it back.
I heard them talking in my 2 ears. They said that let them pay first, send them to the counter, and then come back and we start. But I was thinking, oh my God, what happened if it's really bleeding and you know?
Yeah, you just die. Not impressed. So that's why we avoid them. And I'm just sharing with you guys, you should, if you want to avoid a lot of unnecessary headache, do your own first aid and get ready for that, and you'll be much better shape. And if you have serious health issues, I would not move to the provinces.
I think just go automatic to the big hospital city like Cebu or Manila.
Yeah. That's
just
what
stay
you
away
do.
from the provinces hospital.
Yeah, if I had some kind of a crucial issue, I would move to Cebu. I would just relocate to Cebu and have it done there at those hospitals,
Yes.
and I think it'd be just fine.
Yeah, the Cebu doctors, I really love the hospital.
And isn't it interesting that my dentist is in Cebu?
Yes.
Fantastic dentist is right there in Cebu also.
Yeah.
So that's our story, and that's why we haven't done a video for a few days. We've been busy with that.
Busy with the drama.
And that tuk-tuk, I still have to take the tuk-tuk in Monday because they're going to do some more reharnessing of the system to find out why I have an engine light. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll let you guys know.
So
what
on
happens.
positive note, Brianna's crack is kind of close now, honey, right?
Yeah, it's getting better. I'm going to change it in another hour.
So not all puppies and rainbows. Hold on.
So not all puppies and rainbows? Yeah, it's times like that. After that incident, we said, let's just go back to the United States. We're sick of this dumb stuff over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we get sick of it, and we do. And then we wake up the next day and see how beautiful it is here. And, we say, okay, let's just see. We'll take it easy.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's the reality, But I really am having fun driving that little tuk-tuk around.
Oh, we do love the tuk-tuk.
Yeah,
it's
we
really
love the
cute.
tuk-tuk. Okay. Thanks,
But we
Cora.
still love the Philippines, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
We love
Anything
the
else you want to
Philippines.
say?
That's it for now.
Okay, that's it. We'll
All
see you
right.
guys in the next video. And we're going to do a live cast.
Yes.
When do you want to
Next
do it?
time.
Soon?
Soon. This
Next
is soon.
couple days?
Yeah.
We'll try and do it about 10:30 in the morning our time.
Yes.
Yeah, in case you guys want to schedule it. Why don't you just pick a day?
Oh, we will.
Pick a day right now.
I don't know yet because we don't know what we're doing.
Oh,
See you in the next video, guys.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
see you.